Hey guys, welcome to another one of my videos. It's going to be called 2 Steps Forward and 1 Step Back. I wrote out a little script and then I have a story and a little poem to read to you guys. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It may seem like you've gotten nowhere, but you are alive today. You might be nowhere close to your goals, yet you've come so far. Like the expression, Rome wasn't built in a day. I think of life as a huge puzzle, with some pieces smaller and more complex than others. Some parts of your life may only contain a few steps, such as cleaning your room. First, make your bed, then fold your clothes and put them away. The final step might be taking out your trash or cleaning off your desk. Other parts of your life, such as getting a girlfriend or quitting an addiction, take many more complex and abstract pieces. I could list everything you need to do to get a girlfriend, but I don't really quite know those steps yet. I try to have the mindset that everything happens for a bigger reason. There is a story of a Chinese farmer that has the same mindset that I really enjoy. All right, and that's this. Chinese farmer maybe story. Long ago, there was a widowed Chinese farmer. The farmer and his only son labored through the cold winds of winter and scorching rays of summer with their last remaining horse. One day, the son didn't lock the gate of the stable properly, and the horse bolted away. When neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a sadness this is. Without your horse, you'll be unable to maintain the farm. What a failure that your son did not lock the gate properly. This is a great tragedy." The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." The next day, the missing horse returned to the farmer's stable, bringing along it with 6 wild horses. The farmer's son locked the gate of the stable firmly behind all 7 horses. When neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What happiness this brings. With 7 horses, you'll be able to maintain the farm with 3 of them and sell the rest for huge profits. What a blessing." The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." The next day, the farmer's son was breaking in one of the wild horses. The son got thrown from the horse, fell hard on rocks, and broke his legs. When neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a great sadness this is. Now you'll be unable to count on your son's help. What a failure to break in the horse properly. What a tragedy." The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." The next day, a general from the Imperial Chinese Army arrived to conscript the young men of the village into the army. Their assignment was to fight on the front lines of a battle against the terrifying enemy of overwhelming force. The farmer's son, because of his broken leg, was not taken. When neighbors learned what happened, they came to the farmer and said, "What a great joy. Your son avoided facing certain death on the front lines of the battle. What a blessing." The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." Written by Dr. Christopher Kaczor, March 14th, 2023. My take on the story is that you need to understand that good times aren't permanent. My take on the story is that you need to understand that good times aren't permanent, and bad times also aren't permanent. Another little poem that I enjoy is, "If we had no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometimes taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome." Written by Anne Bradstreet. This poem holds a very special place in my heart because of the fact that not one thing has ever been perfect or ever will be perfect. It is necessary to love the bad things in the good, or else is it really real love? For those people out there in a relationship, take my advice. Ask yourself, do I love them just because of the good or also the bad? This concludes my video. Goodbye, friends.